About 2.5 years ago, I attended a dinner which was kind of the first movement of the forum toward this Ready at 21 program. And I was deeply impressed and wanted to be a part of it. And there were a number of reasons for that. The main reason was that in my 28 years in the House of Representatives, I often worked on these issues because I cared so much about these issues. What I became frustrated about in my congressional career was that we put together new ideas, we put big federal dollars behind some of those ideas, but I never felt like we were getting the results that we all wanted, the outcomes that we expected to get. And so when I went to this dinner and heard what was being talked about, I really got excited because I thought this was a chance to really move in a new direction, not only with this organization, but with so many important public and private organizations across the country. What I heard at that dinner that excited me and continues to excite me are a number of touchstones that I think are critically important. The first one is this effort is trying to deal with local communities and families. It's got to be to the community, to the family. Whatever we do has to be implemented at that level. Nothing gets implemented well at all at the federal or even the state level. And so the focus of this organization on what is local, what is community, what is family, I think is exceedingly important. But they've also accepted another touchstone which is kind of in conflict with that, and that is they want scale. It can't just succeed at the family level or the community level. It isn't enough to have this work in St. Louis or Paducah or Philadelphia. It's got to work everywhere, and everywhere is different. So it makes it that much harder to bring these two conflicting goals together. But indeed, that is what we're trying to do. The third touchstone that to me is exceedingly important is that they're trying to integrate the activities of all these public and private organizations at the local level so they can be successful to get the outcome that we need. Because of the old facts that existed 60 years ago, we worked in silos. We worked in separate efforts that were never pieced together or knitted together so that they could work together, reinforce one another, and get the result that we want. And finally, and perhaps the most important touchstone or goal that I think this organization is trying to deal with, is that for the first time that I've seen, someone is trying to assess the results that are being created in the local community, even in the family community, by these hopefully integrated efforts. Someone once said, if you can't count it, it doesn't exist. I think that's absolutely true. In any human endeavor, you have to have metrics. You have to have a way of knowing whether or not you're moving toward the goal. And so those four touchstones to me are vitally important and why I think this has a huge chance to succeed.